Starting out with the rim shot, huh?
Oh yeah, we
There
kind
we
of
go.
needed it because we took a couple weeks off.
Yeah, we took a couple weeks off, but we're back in full force. Evil Fett, your cosplay guru, my best friend Villainous Red over there.
Yeah, back
I'm,
like their herpes. Back like your herpes, baby.
yeah, last weekend we had a wonderful Saturday with some famous comic book artists. So we spent time with them, and we're back here to talk about a little bit of it.
Yeah, we did have a dinner date with some people, which was very educational and entertaining. And we'd like to thank Emmanuel or Silas Eman for setting up that little dinner date we with these famous people and we wish that we would be with them right now at MegaCon, but then
Yeah,
we also have lives to deal with here in California.
yeah.
And so the last 3-4 weeks now, well, three that we've been gone is just a whirlwind of stuff that was going on. My evil Fed here had a family emergency to attend to. Hope and glad that she's doing okay.
Yep, got the cast off.
Cast off. So the niece had a little car accident. We could blame Mr. Tesla with that, but we could also thank him, or at least the Tesla engineers, for making a car that was so safe.
Yeah.
Until it gets to the battery, which then can burst into flames.
Then it can burst into flames, which it did.
And then me, I had a respiratory virus that was going in and out. So I had that going on for 6 weeks. And then today I talked to a couple of nurse friends of mine who said that's been a trend the whole winter with having this respiratory thing. So so if you have a liquid substance in your lungs and you feel like you couldn't get it out and it's been more than 2 weeks, you might have it too. So yes, go get your antibiotics and it'll go away. But it's a bitch. It's a bitch. That's all I could say. And yes, and then what do we miss here? Hey, there you go.
There she is.
There's Miss So. Hold on 1 second here. Where's my media assets? And hold on. Okay, if you haven't known, if you haven't been watching NBA, Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers.
Luka Doncic
got traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. Yeah,
Anthony Baby Boy Davis.
Yes, for Anthony Davis and another player and a draft pick. So I think the Mavericks got hosed on that deal.
They got hosed, and I'm a Maverick fan.
It's quite laughable how Rob Pelinka really pulled one over on Nico. What's his last name? But yeah, I feel that the Lakers got the better end of that deal.
They sure did.
And then who else? There was another trade. There was another trade with the Miami Heat and Golden State Warriors, where they send Wiggins and some players and some picks for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, what do you think about Jimmy Butler going there after he's been crying and not wanting to play and pissing and moaning and crying on the sidelines to go to the Warriors? What do you think?
I have no. I'm not excited about it, nor have any complaints about it. I'm just like, okay, you're trading a guy that at least will be offensively solid, but defensively great for the team, versus Wiggins, who had probably more upside in the beginning of his run with the Warriors versus now. And I think he's on the downward spiral in his career unless he gets a resurgence in Miami.
So you think Mr. Butler is gonna come out of his shell and start balling out? In other words, that's what you're saying.
I think so. I think that the offense is tailor made for shooters and low post guys, and I think he's gonna thrive in Golden State. but we'll see how the ball distribution will go with Curry and Green and Buddy Hield. And who am I missing here? Yeah, yeah. I don't think they got anybody else in high value. And then
No,
my
you don't.
my Sacramento Kings picked up Zach Levine and Valanciunas, and we traded away De'Aaron Fox for to the Spurs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of movement going on the last couple of days in order to get the West to compete with the Celtics. And I don't know if the Celtics will have even in them to go into the not the playoffs, but into the championship.
Yeah, it's just like I was going to say about football. It's the West to win, and that's about it.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I think the Lakers got again a pretty solid deal out of getting Luka, and then you got an heir after LeBron moves on.
Yeah,
because you won't get out of Bronny James.
No, you're not going to get it out of him.
I mean, the apple
falls far from the tree. There,
how far from the tree? I mean, he's got talent. He could play in the G League, but as far as like
the real boys,
yeah, it's a bit of a transition, and maybe he'll grow into a role player kind of deal, and then he'll have a solid career. Yeah,
I doubt that. I doubt that. I don't think the only reason he's there is because his dad. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but you know.
Oh yeah, that's what you get for being one and done. You know, go to college 1 year and then go into the pros right after. Like, you don't get the experience until you played at least 2 or 3 more seasons in the college level. Yeah, granted that you're the son of a future Hall of Famer, but you know you're not getting talent off of osmosis.
Yeah, that's why I think Jaden Daniels was so wonderful. He was a 5-year starter, you know, and that helped him a lot. So
you talk about the QB for the Redskins, the Commanders.
The Commanders, correct.
All right, yeah. Sometimes I need that little bit of seasoning in order for them to get really prepared for the pros, and honestly, I think most rookies do need that.
Yeah, I agree.
They should be
and that's why
the playbook.
And that's why the NBA made up the G League, the Gatorade League, I call it.
Well, it was the developmental league, the D League, but then Gatorade bought the rights to the name, hence G League.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's talk about the dinner with the
No. You asked me a question before we started here, and we're still on sports.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me.
Okay.
Who was your Super Bowl prediction? Hold on. Wait. Let me do that in another voice.
Who's your Super Bowl prediction?
Well, the teams I predicted to go to the Super Bowl aren't there, so I'll go with the Chiefs to win it.
You son of a bitch.
Bitch!
Hey, you got to go with a team that's going to win, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon.
Man.
Hey, the Eagles don't have enough offense to score enough points. I know they scored a bunch of points against the Commanders, but again, the Commanders are the Commanders. So, they're going to go 9 in the box and force Mr. Hurt to throw the ball, and he can't throw the ball very well. So, I mean, it's going to go down to that. And Mahomes can score anywhere on the field, so it's going to be 27-17. Chiefs going to win their 3 in a row.
Okay, that's respectable. That's a respectable prediction. Yeah. I think the Commanders run at the end just shows how inexperience can like really affect the team, and I hope it's not a fluke for them that they're, I guess, on the power rankings that they do contend for another run in the postseason.
Well, they are. I don't know about that. I think just like I always say this about rookie quarterbacks and second-year quarterbacks, they're kind of like rookie pitchers until there's tape on them. they're great, and after they get tape on them, they're not so great.
Yeah.
I think tendencies go to last. I use it for example. Your guy at the San Francisco 49ers, they got tape on him, and
Of course, yeah, definitely. That's a great example. Purdy is one, being a rookie, and no one knew how he would perform until another attempt at the Super Bowl, or at least into the postseason. Yes, they got to know him more. The same thing with Kaepernick. Kaepernick, they had no clue what he had in the tank, and the offense was tailor made for this guy to run out of pocket. And then once that people got used to that, then they started throwing.
9 in the box, and that's all you got to do. And that's what you're going to do with Saquon Barkley. I know everyone's saying, "Oh, they got Saquon Barkley. They got Saquon Barkley." Saquon Barkley's a running back. He's not going to win the game for you.
No,
the guy who's going to win the game is guys who got the ball in his hands 90% of the time, and that's Jalen Hurts, and he's not going to win the ball game for you. Because go back in college, we'll go back in college. Jalen Hurts got passed up by a quarterback that I think is subpar, which is Tua Tagovailoa. So just goes to show you he wasn't the greatest quarterback in college either. Even though he left Alabama and went to Oklahoma and got a Heisman Trophy. But I mean, it still was not the same thing. He's not a great quarterback.
He's above average. You gotta the offense tailor made for the guy, and you got to run from the RPO.
Yeah, he's subpar. He's subpar.
That's your team, or your second team. I don't know.
What? That's not my second team.
Yeah, you're a Dolphins fan.
I'm a Dolphins fan, and I call it as I see it. I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah.
Okay.
Tua Tagovailoa more.
All right. Well, coming from a former quarterback that backed up for Doug Flutie and Troy Aikman. Yeah. Okay. I trust your word there.
Yeah. Did you hear what Josh Allen said when he won the MVP?
No.
Oh man, you got to play that. You got to find that on the internet somewhere.
I'm not say it now. I don't want to.
I don't know. I'll have to go. I have to just make up some stuff. He was just like,
just paraphrase.
I don't give a shit about this. Give it to Lamar. He sucks, and this sucks, and I wanted to win the Super Bowl, and this is just going to be a paperweight, and I'm going to put it in the closet.
Bang, bang, bang.
I love Josh Allen even more after that.
Oh yeah, that's very succinct. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at him, or at least be upset that he's kind of salty at the end of the game. And yeah, I think the refs robbed that game from the Bills.
Yeah, but again, that's football, and wherever the ball bounces, that's why it's oval shape.
This show has our own drums.
Go ahead. You can rip shit on us all day long.
Okay. For me, I hope both teams lose. Okay. I don't give a shit about this year's Super Bowl. Okay, because my team's not in it, and so I'm just gonna be busy. I'll find something to do. I gotta clean anyway. I got work to do.
Okay. You're gonna watch it. Don't lie.
No, it's a school night by tomorrow. I mean, damn, it's gonna go into 10 o'clock. I gotta be in bed at 7.
Okay, well, you're gonna watch the first half of it, and by that time, it's gonna be over.
And then I don't even know who the halftime show is. At least don't know any of his songs.
Kendrick Lamar. Only reason I'm watching about it because he's a Trump hater and he's gonna say something against Trump.
Okay, I'll probably watch it for that, but again, I'm not really current on the American music scene, so maybe this is a good chance for me to get to know it. All right, so
anyone that hates Drake as much as I hate Drake has got to be okay in my book.
You talking about the guy from Degrassi High?
Yes.
You know that guy hung out with my cousin. They went to
no way.
They went to a private school together, and then they played ball, and yeah, I probably a long time ago I did meet the guy. You know, he was an up and coming rapper, and he modeled some stuff for my cousin's clothing brand. So the dude was already known for like Degrassi High.
Oh wow, incredible. That needs some breaking news. Red knew Drake before Drake was Drake.
I know, right? Shit, I'd like to thank my cousin for introducing me to the Drake.
The Drake got that from Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Do you love the Drake? I love the Drake. Let's get the Drake.
Kendrick is the halftime show. He is an excellent lyricist rapper. Okay. All right.
Look at Miss So coming in with the rap.
She's a fan. She's a
She's
fan.
a fan. Yeah, so
I love me some hip hop, okay, but I haven't heard any new hip hop for a while.
the big hubbub going on in the sports for the Super Bowl is Taylor Swift is not allowing Patrick Mahomes' wife into her suite because she's a huge Trump fan. That's what I've been reading.
Really?
Really,
I thought they were such cool friends.
Apparently that Patrick Mahomes' wife's a huge Trump supporter and a Trump fan. That Taylor Swift won't allow her in her suite, and so there's a rift between her and Travis Kelce, but because of Patrick Mahomes' wife. That's the big hubbub that I've been reading.
Okay. We'll find out by tomorrow. I guess I have a reason to watch the Super Bowl. Miss So says, I listen to all hip hop young folks.
Folks.
You have an eclectic taste. Is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
She's dating a Trump fan. Is Travis Kelce a Trump fan?
No. Patrick Mahomes' wife is a Trump fan.
Oh. Okay. All right. I knew that. I mean, does that, I guess, carry over to Mahomes himself as?
Well, what it is I guess Taylor Swift, like their suites are so close together that they supposedly used to be friends, but when Taylor Swift found out that Mahomes' wife's a huge Trump fan, she won't allow her in the suite anymore.
So all of this already started during the football season.
The football season, correct?
Wow. Okay. I guess
Now
you found out after the Super Bowl then.
Yeah. So now it's carrying over to the Super Bowl that she's no longer even her security guards won't even let her near the Taylor Swift suite.
Okay. Which one is Jason Kelce gonna sit with?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well,
all that matters is Jason, where Jason sits.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Jason says because that's his brother. So whatever. I don't know. Is Jason Kelce a Trump fan?
No, but he's a former Eagle.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I think he's going to take his shirt off again and press it against the glass like he did last game.
Oh, baby.
That's something you would do.
Oh my.
Taylor is also dating a fan of the Orange Man, so why is she not doing the same thing to her own boyfriend, celebrities?
Taylor's not a fan of the Orange Man. She hates the Orange Man.
No, she's talking about Travis. Is Travis a Orange Man supporter?
I don't know. I don't know that one. I have no idea about that. I guess I could Google it real quick and find out.
Okay. Well, we'll find out soon if politics will split a relationship between
Travis Kelce, a Trump supporter.
Between the two people that we've been watching the last couple of years getting it on. So, I mean, if all that already came out, that they would have split up already. And if this is something that if they do split up, that you're damn sure that she's gonna write a song about it.
Well, Taylor Swift's what I got here, Taylor Swift's fans are mad at Travis Kelce supporting Trump, I guess.
Okay.
I don't.
Hey, it's sports, it's politics, it's entertainment, there's a gray area in all of them. And whether or not you like the current regime or you really hate the current regime, then yeah.
Like me.
it's all up to you and how you live your life, and if it splits a relationship, then okay. I guess the next available single man that'll sweep Taylor off her feet is living in Vallejo and 65 years old and very available.
I'm very available.
I love her music, but that's it.
That's it.
I am a fan of her earlier stuff.
Shake It Off.
The love story one.
Oh,
Yeah. Other than that, I think her current stuff, I would
too
like it
poppy?
that it's being played out.
Too poppy for you?
Not poppy. It's just I want to like it. What's that word? Naturally. I don't want it to be forced down my throat and
like
listen to it every fucking hour.
A top 40 station
Yeah.
pumping it through your veins. Yeah, I agree.
I want to hear it like it's a B track. Like it's, oh shit, that's a great song. Who is it? Oh, it's Taylor Swift. Fuck, that's great. I'll bump that. So it says, my apologies, gents, but I locked myself out of space. Hey, over a month ago, I can't get DMs. You know what's okay? Because I haven't checked my space. Hey, and since I started it.
Space Hey, what's Space Hey?
That MySpace.
Yeah, I downloaded that too, and I haven't even used it yet.
We should pay more attention to that app and that social network right there.
I thought the one that all the kids are using now is called
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Yeah, Blue Sky.
Yeah,
I don't even have a Blue Sky account.
It's hard to keep track of new stuff, and then I don't care about the popularity, but being what I do or what we do as far as like promoting and collecting stuff.
Collecting.
Facebook still is the place to.
Facebook is still the place.
Yeah, to get that kind of traffic. As far as like, yeah, I find like-minded individuals who think like me and want a world like I do. Going over to Blue Sky or Space A is a no-brainer. But sometimes I like a little bit of a drama. And I want to butt heads with other supporters. Huh?
Controversy.
I say controversy like the Prince Oz. I just say, I'd like to be a little bit combative and talk shit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like to get up to the plate once in a while and swing at it.
It's I don't say it's fun, but I'm pretty sure I'm keeping receipts for everyone I speak to, and then and if it triggers them, great. If it triggers me, even better, because then I have reason to be more mad.
Yeah, it gives you fuel for the fire.
Yeah, I locked myself out of everything. Miss So, as long as you didn't lock yourself out of our lives, I think you're okay.
I agree 100% on that one. We love some Miss So.
That's all that matters, because we can always come back and find the back door to the Space A, and then have them reset your password. Right?
Like back door.
All right. Hey! You got his number already. You got his number. You should be calling him. Now, if you don't know who we're talking about our great friend, an artist, Don Aguilio.
He's a great guy. I love him to death.
Who we love to flirt with, and yes, it's how we get our
jollies off.
Not jollies, but to fulfill our by curious needs.
Yes, exactly. Don, I hope you're not watching this show tonight. You'll hate me.
Because yeah, definitely. If I can make a gay man blush, then I've done my job as being a charming human being. Even though I'm a piece of shit, but if I can charm a gay man into blushing, dude, that means I have a fucking superpower.
Yep. And he's a great artist. Remember, he works for the Todd Father.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's a plus. as a human being, I think he's great.
Me too. I think he's great.
Talented. He's done many Filipino cultural nights, dances with a troupe. You know, I know he's probably like 10 years younger than me, and we probably grew up the same way as far as like coming from the motherland and then being integrated into the U.S. I don't know, culture, and then and thriving. That's a skill, Red. Yes,
That's a skill.
It's like being a chameleon, right? I can
Change
like
colors.
walk different paths. Like if I can, I'll say like mesh with the gaze. I'm just saying, I'm comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable
me too.
either way.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
You know,
I need to shave.
none of that should be an issue in today's day and age. And okay, we'll get a little bit political here, where it comes down to like the government, a right wing government, taking away rights from people I love.
Yeah.
And then we got to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100% there. And what is it, DIA or DEI or whatever?
DEI?
Yeah, what the heck is that all about?
Just tell them to say it out loud instead of calling it by the acronyms. They're against diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who benefited from diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Everyone does.
Not just that, but white women.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the minorities who fought for civil rights during the 50s and 60s, women wouldn't have the right to go to work and do the same thing as a man during the 60s and 70s. Yep. The women's empowerment movement, the suffrage, wouldn't have started without our black brothers and sisters.
Yep.
And so now it includes sexual or gender identification, handicaps, and religious affiliation, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I just took a fucking class on this shit for work. But those are all protected classes here that you can't discriminate against these people. I mean,
you shouldn't in the first place.
Because they're all human beings.
Yeah.
When it comes down to removing those protections for people, you're just saying that you don't want them to have any protections. They're not taking away your jobs.
Yeah, they're not taking away your jobs. They're not taking away your protections. They're adding to your protections.
Yeah. And if you can't get a job, it's not because a colored person or a female got it.
Yeah.
Based on her identity. It's just you suck as a human being. You didn't go to school. You didn't do your fucking homework.
Yep.
That's just my 2 cents as far as like this whole DEI thing. DEI. What was the other one? What's that one during the 90s that they kept on talking about the
90s. 90s was a blur.
I don't remember, but still, DEI is the brand new moniker for it. I think it's just the new boogeyman word for them, and that it's just a way for them to say the hard R word without saying the hard R word.
R word, yeah, racism.
Yeah, and sorry to get in the political tangent.
No. You can jump in there. I started it, so yeah.
There's a lot of pent up aggression since the election, so it's gonna bleed into the show every now and then, and I think it is a perfect outlet to voice our opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's our show. We can voice our opinion, and it's up to the listener to either turn us off or agree with us. And we're not asking you to agree with us. We're asking you to just open your ears and listen, because everybody has to have a side, and you got to take a side nowadays. In this political climate that we're in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got to take a side.
It's about to pop, man. It's a boiler about to pop. Guaranteed, there's gonna be a skirmish here in the next couple months.
Yeah.
And then I earlier today I went to a nice casino, probably a less pretentious Vegas type casino, because it's the Hard Rock, but it's not Vegas Hard Rock. It's just a Native American licensed Hard Rock hotel and casino. So, but yeah, I saw a couple of the MAGA hats in there, and then I wanted to go up there and talk to them because they were eating buffet, right? Like I was eating buffet. It's a $60 per person buffet. You wear your MAGA hat at a $60 per person buffet. You were probably complaining about the price of eggs weeks during Biden's time, but not complaining about it now.
Right.
Which the price of eggs has already doubled and tripled.
Right.
So if you couldn't afford eggs during Biden's time, why are you here eating $60 buffet?
Yeah. At a casino.
Like, is that... my math is not mathing here. Like, did you really complain about the price of eggs?
Are you complaining about
that you're blaming Biden because they had to kill a bunch of chickens because of the bird flu, and then now the other guy's doing the same thing? But yet don't blame him. Like, I feel that the blame should go to the guy who's in charge, because you blame the last guy who was in charge.
I agree 100%. It should be the orange guy.
Don't put yourself in danger, Ed.
Yeah, I think Red can handle himself.
Maybe. Depends on the back. Depends if my back can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah. If my sciatica flares up, then I'm in trouble. So if during the zombie apocalypse, after the avian flu fucking mutates into the zombie virus, and we're running from zombies, and my sciatica flares up, just leave me there.
Nah, I'll pick you up and carry you.
Nah, just leave me there. If I can't keep up, then why do I have to be dead weight for you guys? Just go for it. We need a tour of Red's garage. I want to see that motorcycle. Actually, I need to clean it. I need to clean it. Let me see if I can find a photo of at least a clean version of it. But I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
I think that I think the same way you do. That's why I can't say anything, because it's such a shame. I was watching news all day today because there was no football, no college football to watch. So I mean, it was just one thing after other. He's got Doge, that idiot Elon Musk.
The Department of
Government Efficiency.
Yeah, that's a whole horse shit up.
Yeah, so I mean, he's gutting agencies that shouldn't be gutted, because some jackoff sees there's selling giving condoms to Uganda, but I mean, it's to stop the spread of AIDS. It's doing a good thing. So I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It doesn't matter to them if their echo chamber touts it as a bad thing, then it's gonna.
But the people don't understand that
they didn't understand bird flu.
Yeah,
they didn't understand that bird flu affects the flock.
Yeah, but the
whole now.
The whole thing is to keep other violent nations out of the thing. Like say if we're giving money to Uganda, it keeps China out of Uganda. It keeps Russia out of Uganda, and then that protects us in the long run. And they don't see that.
That's supposed to go to allies, but yet
yeah,
our relationship with our allies never been rockier because of this guy.
Yeah.
It was rocky during this first time, but now it's gonna be worse, and then it's gonna be a generation before we even get to fix this thing.
Yeah, and Biden did a great job trying to fix it, but he couldn't fix it all. I mean, no medical privacy.
So
HIPAA,
all
yeah.
kinds of HIPAA violations. Yes, there's so many, and the next thing is gonna be women's sexual what do you call it, privacy, as far
Autonomy.
as like
Yeah, autonomy.
their autonomy, whether or not they can make calls for their own bodies versus having the government. If these are if the Republicans are for small government, why do they want the government to control women's bodies?
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that a hypocrisy there, huh?
Yeah. Well, again, it's the idea that they want to go back to the 50s and 60s, meaning that
Well, they want to
where
go
the
back to
women
the
didn't have any
30s
rights.
and 40s.
Yeah, it was just a man that was earning the money. Women would be at home making, taking care of the kids in the house.
And making apple pie.
Yeah, like how many I don't know. You know how women like really improve the workplace, and
Absolutely.
how it improved families when they started working. But then also during the Reagan era, it became worse because they started cutting taxes for the rich, and so the women had to work more.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're no longer a single income household.
I
You
blame all
became
this on
three
Ronald
income.
Reagan. Right now on the orange idiot, but everything else belongs to Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Religion is a poison. Yeah, it surely is.
There's definitely so many. Yes, yes. And then let me go on a tangent here. And then since Miss So was asking, hold on here. This is what my bike used to look like
Ooh,
without the dust.
ooh,
So yes, this is a 2005 Suzuki SB650 with the fairings. And then yes, this should be a naked bike. So the fairings on the underside of the tank were extra.
Look at that. Oh, is it blue like that too?
It's
Sky
blue like
blue.
that. It's electric blue.
Look
With
at
the
that.
I also got frame sliders with it, just in case if I ever lay down the bike, that at least the body will be saved when I'm sliding on the road.
Wow, that's nice, Red.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Back when I was 20 something, and I was kind of not of a daredevil, but just like, okay, I have a great job. I just bought myself a Nissan Frontier, and now I want to make my garage bigger by by adding another toy, which was that bike. Yeah. So, what
I'm
happens when you're young and have money?
yeah, that's what happens.
Thank you, thank you. It is gorgeous. It's still gorgeous now. I need to dig out of the graveyard and then fix it up. It's been wow. It's 20 years old now. It still looks pretty good.
It just probably needs a little bit of TLC.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A little bit of sea foam in in the tank. I will probably need new gaskets and rubber tubing for some of the brake lines, and another seat because the passenger side has already been ripped up by the cats. They've been laying on it, little bastards. But yeah, I got the Corbin seat where it's kind of like more gel,
Uh
and
huh.
because I'm 5'4", I have to tippy toe on this stupid bike. So at least the gel seat will let me drop another inch and a half, and then I could rest at least the bottom part of my front foot on the ground. Like I've seen shorter riders on bigger bikes, especially women, who have to get off the bike at the stoplight and then hop back on to go ride off. It's cute. It's cute when you're watching them, but then it's bothersome to many short riders who are like, I can't ride this bike. I love riding the bike, but I can't stand on it. That's my height. Yes. Yes. 5'6" and below. 5'6" and below. Kindred spirits. Yes, ma'am. Love it.
I'm 6'1", so there we go.
Okay, I don't have the little cricket sound. Where's my cricket sound? Nope, that's not a cricket sound. That's better.
There we go. There we go.
That's
Hey, have you ever seen this stuff?
what's the I got glare. Okay, stealth, car, plate secure. What is that?
It's supposed to like cover your plate for being picked up with a camera.
You know that shit don't work.
I know it doesn't. I just wanted to buy it just to buy it.
It's like buying a My Pillow from the My Pillow guy, and yeah, it seems great at the time and pricey, but at the end it's bullshit and you overpaid.
Yeah. Oh, what's your brother's name? Is so?
Is it Mike too?
I hope it's not Mike.
All right. So, oh wow, we're 40 minutes in, and we haven't really gotten into the topics that we wanted to talk about. All right, let's start the show.
Let's start it.
Hold on, let me pull it up here. Steve's his name. Okay. Hey, Steve. All right. Well, something that came across the Twitterverse and into the rest of the social media. There's something that are a well-known comic book creator was slighted during an event for Disney.
Yeah, I don't like the guy that much, but that's okay. Yeah, Rob Liefeld.
Understandable. I don't like the dude either. I'm happy that he created Deadpool, but then he only did the image. It's Fabian Nicieza who actually like fleshed him out, become the funny Deadpool that we know now.
Because he broke the fourth wall with him.
Yeah. As far as like the look of Deadpool, yeah, Rob kind of borrowed or stole from the look of Spider-Man and just gave him
Sword
powers of Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that someone in Disney and Marvel had dropped the ball, then not putting this guy on their invitation list because you have. I don't you have to, but it's courteous to invite the creator of the said property that you have in the movie to the party.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with all that. But still, the guy's a jackass.
Oh yeah, and he has every right to complain. And you can't blame Ryan because Ryan's not the one planning the party.
Yeah, you can't blame Ryan. But Disney should have at least reached out to him, not completely snub him.
Yeah, at least apologize to the guy. Like, dude, sorry, we fucked up here, and yeah, you're the guy who, if it wasn't for you, creating Deadpool, that we wouldn't have the great franchise that we have now.
Yeah,
but
I wonder if he got invited to all the other premieres of the Deadpool movies, and even that terrible Wolverine where Deadpool had like what's the guy from Mortal Kombat with one claw? I forgot his
Baraka?
name. Yeah, but he had the one claw come out.
Oh man, that was a fox call. Okay, again, you can't blame Ryan on that. Ryan was just small potatoes at that point, and he just finished the Blade trilogy, and Hugh Jackman was the rising star, but still didn't know much of Deadpool's character. Right? So again, that was a creative call by the producers, which completely fucked it up or made people mad. And Ryan, I guess on the behind the scenes thing, explained it to the producers like, "Hey, you make this call and make Deadpool this character, you're not gonna hear the end of it." And the fans did not disappoint there.
Yeah. I remember seeing the movie in the theater and I was like, Deadpool? That's not Deadpool. That's the guy from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. some producers should just not take liberties with the character and stick with the source
IP.
material. And
Yes,
then, but
I-
this is coming from a guy who is also okay with, okay, maybe it's time to change up the source material and just to make it work for modern storytelling and movies. But when your origin is completely swapped out and make it look hella lame, you're gonna hear it from the fandom.
yeah. What do you think about the Fantastic Four being pushed over all social media right now?
Well, that's a great segue because I got the trailer.
I'm giving it to you.
All right.
I'm throwing you the softballs.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up here. The Fantastic Four trailer was released a couple of days ago. Let's take a look at it and get our reactions. And hopefully our guy I forgot his name already. Oh, the Mandalorian does a great job.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Okay. Thank you, Michael. All right, let's play. Oh, where am I at? Here's my.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what?
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Well, I heard there's going to be several villains in this movie. I heard John Malkovich is rumored to be the Red Ghost. I don't know if you know who that villain is, but he's a Russian villain with two or three apes who can turn himself invisible, and you can like kind of go through him.
Okay, probably not the first time we've heard John Malkovich do a Russian accent. Okay, all right, I can see it.
And I heard Galactus is just he's supposed to be at the very end. The Mole Man, who is Fantastic Four's first villain,
Okay,
in the comic books, and what was the next one? I forgot. I read somewhere else. I can't remember the third one.
okay.
But, yeah,
so we're looking at it. It looks like it's set
in the 60s.
60s, but more Jetsons-esque kind of 60s, where it's already modernized with that 60s feel. And I wonder, like, okay, that means that they are on a separate timeline or different dimension, different Earth, and this is how it's gonna, I guess, play out when they go to Secret Wars, where the Fantastic Universe goes through the Mobius strip and then meet the 616 crew.
Yes, correct.
All right. Other than that, I think I like it.
I like it.
I like the comic book accuracy of the characters in costume. You can never go wrong with Pedro Pascal. And seeing a comic accurate thing is actually showing that Marvel is indeed trying to stick to the source material.
Yeah, I'm glad that Doom is not making an appearance yet in the MCU. I love Doom, but I like how they did it with the '60s and when the Fantastic Four came out, with the Mole Man being the first
Villain.
villain. Yeah, I like it.
It, I think Doctor Doom has had his share in the last two universes via Fox and the reboot. That I think the Rogues Gallery for the Fantastic Four needs to open up and then send in their C-list villains.
Yes,
first.
yes. Are there B-list villains? Are there D-list villains? Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
See
Exactly.
how that, yeah, I'll tie that together. Yeah, you like that? You like
I
that?
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
Yeah.
where would you grade this in the comic book scale? Like what we've seen so far?
The Cars alone, I got to give it like a 9.9. I
9.
like it. I like it.
Okay.
I
What
love
is
the Thing. The Thing is one of my all-time favorite characters because you know why?
Because you're built like a rock too.
Because he's a Jew.
Shabbat shalom there, guy. Now we got to throw you a mitzvah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. When I was a kid, when I found out that, it was just wonderful.
And I like a fully clothed Thing.
Yeah.
Versus just the booty shorts and topless.
So did you like the Thing when he was topless with like the long pants?
Yeah, because Michael Chiklis made it believable. Not the size, but at least being Ben Grimm, Michael Chiklis pulled that off. And I didn't see the other reboot. I should watch it, but it just seems like, at that time, Fox was completely dropping the ball on all Marvel properties. So it was hard to watch.
Horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. What about the oh my god, I can't think of his name. The Roger Corman version of the Fantastic Four in the '70s. Did you ever? Maybe you're too young.
Nah, I was just a sparkle in my dad's eye during that time. I didn't come into life until the late '70s and into the early '80s. Guys.
Okay, well then I'll just.
You just age yourself. You just age yourself, Michael.
Yep, I sure did. Go
on with your point. Go on with your point.
I always thought that thing was the best thing of all the other iterations, and that was done with practical effects. So yeah, I don't know.
I could probably dig it up somewhere on YouTube and have those old episodes of the Fantastic Four that they were showing on network TV at the time.
But didn't you like Herbie? I loved Herbie because when the Fantastic Four was a Saturday morning cartoon, they had Herbie in it. They didn't have the Human Torch in the cartoon. It was Herbie, Ben, Visible Girl, and Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, I don't know about Herbie unless you're talking about the Love Bug.
No, Herbie is the robot.
Oh, okay.
It's an acronym for something humanoid, electronic, robot.
Why wouldn't they have the human? Well, wait, no, because he was with the Super Friends.
Yep.
So
he was with Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Yeah. Okay. So even then, Marvel was limiting the use of characters and not having them appear in several different shows in order to kind of milk the properties.
Well, I don't think they wanted to pay the same voice actor double, maybe.
You could always get somebody else to voice the Human Torch. You don't have to get the guy that was doing it for the Amazing Friends and Firestar Spider-Man. I don't even know how that team up came about. It's just a weird team up. I mean, yeah, they were probably the same age at that time. How do you get Firestar, who's mostly known for the New Warriors and then later the Avengers, and then with the Human Torch, but simply with just being the Fantastic Four. Like how do you I don't know how do you
Well,
write that?
later on, they brought Iceman in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Iceman.
It was Iceman.
I don't know. 80s was a weird time.
Yeah,
You would know. You were in
my
your
50s.
you were pubescent years. You were going. You're already going gray bush. You have gray pubic hairs. Yeah, but anyways, let's talk about gray hair. Here's the other. We got another movie coming out this Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah, we got Captain America: Brave New World.
Brave New World. I'm excited for this. I'm excited.
And and everyone's talking, about this movie. The Red Hulk is the villain. Red Hulk is not the villain. The leader is the villain in this movie.
Played by Giancarlo Esposito, right?
Yeah, by Giancarlo Esposito.
Or better known as Gus Fring, the owner, the CEO of Pollos Hermanos in Breaking Bad. Let's check out the trailer before we watch the movie on Valentine's Day weekend.
Sam Wilson steps into the shield, but the world demands more than a symbol. An international crisis brews, and Captain America must unite a divided world. President Ross transforms into Red Hulk, threatening global stability with unchecked power. The leader's plan unfolds, manipulating nations and heroes into a deadly conflict.
Super soldier like Steve, you could have been.
I used to be like you.
Steve Rogers. From the ashes of war, a new team of Avengers must rise. Captain America faces his greatest challenge, leading humanity into a brave new world.
That was a weird one. I don't think that's an official.
No, I don't think
trailer.
that's an official one either because the voiceover is terrible.
Oh yeah, it's not that. It's not that.
In a world where Captain America fights the Red Hulk.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
It's still. I'm glad there was a kind of a descriptive kind of deal instead of just having us watch the trailer.
Yeah,
It gave us a little bit of insight.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I got people coming up to me because I'm the weird I voice. Yeah, I agree. I have because everyone knows I'm a comic book nerd. Everyone coming up to me, oh, the Red Hulk is going to be the villain. No, the Red Hulk's not a villain. The Red Hulk's in there because you know why? Because Thunderbolts are coming out soon. That's why Red Hulk's in there.
Yeah, there's always a connection to the next franchise. It's the Red Hulk is going to be. I don't think he's going to be a major story point for the Thunderbolts, but at least then now we have a jump off point for I guess we're at Phase 6 now of the
Phase
MCU.
6? Yes, correct.
And during that terrible voiceover, the guy said a new set of Avengers will rise.
Yeah.
And yeah, it will probably start with Sam Wilson and the new Falcon. I forgot his name, and then
the Hispanic name.
I forgot. And then you got during the whole shows for between Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, and
Hawkeye's supposed to don his original costume in the new ones too.
Oh, great!
Yeah, the one with the little ears like this and the purple.
No, I'm just saying that like the young the Young Avengers is going to come up.
Yeah,
and it's going to be very integral to Phase 6 and going into Secret Wars. So we're moving on from your first batch of heroes out of Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, and to name a few, is just now because this is not an ongoing thing. Just like the comic books themselves, that you're gonna have to go through a new crop of actors and a whole new set of expectations for people to see that if it lives up to what it was during the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's better because the MCU I always complained it sucked.
Yeah, I think as a comic book movie and a comic book nerd, I think we all have expectations that that probably wouldn't be met and will be met. It's just depending on you know on them, like whether or not to I don't know if they want to really garner more fans or keep the loyal fans happy.
Well, of course they want to garner new fans because that's where the money's made. They don't care
Yeah,
about people
yeah,
like
we're
me.
we're a dying breed here. They're not gonna give a fuck about us didn't give a fuck about us after the first five.
Yeah.
And then pretty much we were pretty happy with what they're giving until after Endgame, and then the complaints started coming out like this has not been good since Endgame. Yada yada yada. It's a carryover into a new chapter. Of course, there's going to be a lull, and then there's going to be story building in order for them for the next to go to the jump off point and have a new big bad and have a big new team up with the universe.
Well, and Secret Wars is the big bad is the Beyonder, so I don't know how they're going to introduce him.
Again, just don't have any expectations. Just let it play out, because our job as old men is just to stay alive and long enough for it to be released so we can watch it and then either praise it or complain about it.
I'll probably complain about it.
Okay, but still, our job again, we're already fans, disappointed fans, or at least satisfied fans, but we're already fans.
Yeah,
we just have to live to the next time that there's a new movie, and then we can talk about it, and then hence continue this nice little show that we have here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then entertain our audience with our I guess
witty banter.
Witty banter, yes. If we can't blind them with our brilliance, baffle them with our bullshit.
Yeah,
is our motto.
Yeah, well, that's why we're C-list villains, not C-list heroes.
Hey, we can be the C-list heroes, but it's funner being the villain.
Yeah, it's exactly.
It's fun to be the villain. Well, Mike, I guess we went our hour here, and what do you think? I think you okay coming back.
I'm ready to go another hour, but I know we got to save some stuff for next week.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be some stuff, and then we'll probably got some things in the work here. I have an author trying to book to talk about the book next weekend. My apologies to I forgot her name, Carissa Grant. We were supposed to have her a couple of weeks ago, but again, I felt ill and Mike had a family emergency, so we'll have to rebook her for another time for her new release. She did have a new book come out, and the Kickstarter for that is on her page, so look out for that. It's a brand new story, at least an offshoot from her Chaos series. And yeah, and go support our creators here, because without us or without them, we wouldn't have anything to enjoy.
Yeah,
and we wouldn't have anything to complain about, or at least talk about too. We don't complain about Carissa stuff. And, and then check out Brandon Ingram stuff from I'm having such a hard time forgetting and remembering names. Brandon Ingram's universe with Hangman and Newsboy.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that stuff. Yeah.
Great series so far, and then his horror series is Tales from Dismay Avenue. So yes, our boy Brandon at Dismay Comics, check out his stuff as well. And then be on the lookout for Mike's new cosplays this cosplay convention season. And you'll probably catch us in a couple of conventions this season too.
Yep.
And Mike, any
Nope, I don't got nothing to say.
Where can people find you?
They can find me on all the social medias except the X. I'm off X. Evil Fed Cosplay, all of them the same one. Thanks for the show. Thank you, Miss O. I'll end it with love, peace, and cosplay.
Love, peace, and cosplay. And then yes, you could find me at here, or I'll probably get back on my IG because I've been really bad at keeping that up to date. Or you can find me on Facebook and then watch my political rants on there. And I will be starting my OF page, my Only Feet page. You will find very delicious photos of my feet on my Only Feet page. And it'll be free. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to